Oh shit, what up? Oh Christ, I just saw that I have chats already, fuck. Hang on. First comment, hey Iris, you would like me to get any damage to Precedent, you hit my first place glory, I'd hate to be a third person. Zara third, suck it, Vane, how'd you get into Vaporwave? Was it Tumblr or you Tumblr Arena? It's okay, I use for use friggin' Tumblr. No, I got into Vaporwave via, um, pretty much the music board on 4chan. That's where a lot of my music tastes come from. Why it's all over the fucking place, and there's a lot of Death Grips and Kanye. Hey, Kiki, Two-Faced. How is everybody doing? I'm wearing a fucking bow tie today. I am... Oh, dropped frames. What the fuck? Hang on. Why am I dropping frames? I don't fucking know. Hey, can you hear me? There we go. I'm wearing a bow tie. I'm going all out for today. So as some of you know, the Real Stream video came out a couple of days ago from now. It would be, yeah, it would be about 2 days from now. Can't stake some at work, someone stop in and say hey. Hey! Also, hey, Multicolor Pixie, Kiki, Trisha, everybody, Fimbot. Oh, it was so good making that video. And I got the exact reaction I expected. I tweeted about it, but I figured I'd talk about it. That's why I'm wearing a bow tie. I went to my local Walmart, bought a bow tie. I figured I'd charm myself a little bit. I'm not wearing any kind of shirt that fit a bow tie. However, I'm doing it because I want to feel good. This is my enjoyment today. Now there's a term for cutie pie Ichi. Hey Ichi, or well, cutie pie Ichi, not the other Ichi who comes in here. Let me also pop open this Dr. Pepper. But no, I've been thinking about how I was gonna do this. And for both. So I was thinking about how I was gonna talk about this because I had DM'd RealStreamNews as I was making the video because I wanted to ask him a couple questions and tell him that his shit was awful. And of course, once I uploaded the video, I DM'd him because I wanted to see what kind of reaction I was going to get, and I got exactly the reaction I expected. And because I'm a nice person, and I figure eventually he's going to talk about this, because there's no way he's not going to, I figured why not? I'm just going to show my DMs. I'm going to show the DMs I had with him. I thought it'd be nice. I thought it'd be fun. And I want to see if I can poke the bear a little harder this time, too. So, without further ado... oh, there we go. I decided to post these all to Imgur. Why? Because there are some people in my DMs who have their face as a profile photo, and are personal people who are messaging me, and no offense, I know the kind of person that Craig Silva is. And, yeah. It's weird because I started getting recommended you in Real Stream at the same time a month ago, and I'm glad I only followed you. I've actually gotten that from a couple people too. They're like, hey, I got recommended you from his videos. I'm like, hey, I'm glad that I got recommended over him, and I'm glad that people are not subscribing. Decided not to go to school, but I forgot how to geometry and bio quiz, and you was after school. Oh, those fucking suck. But I started this with insulting his grammar, which I did a lot in that video. I said to him, just want to say something because I'm making a video about you, and hopefully maybe this will jam into the junky brain you have. Learn to fucking spell, you mouth reader. It's not that hard. In fact, it's easy. It'll make you only slightly be less of a laughingstock. Which I thought was nice. Yeah, I felt like that was a little charming, a little witty, and I didn't put much effort into it, if I'm being honest, but it was something. And then he says, I have no clue who you are, but you might want to look into your sources, quote-unquote, a lot of liars making shit up. Oh, yes, we are. Well, I already roasted him, but this is more like pecking at the corpse. I was gonna clip streams and got permission, but lots of people told me to avoid that. I mean, if you enjoy staring lovingly into his PlayStation 1 asshole-level quality of a camera, I mean... but none of his streams are very entertaining. I seriously, I sat down and I ripped about, I want to say a good 7 hours worth of his content, and I cannot tell you what he did that was relevant in almost any of them. That's also why, and I'm going to mention this, because I know some people are going to be sad because I've seen people talk about this, but because I don't want this fucker to think that I'm copying him or cloning him. He just gave me a bunch of false copyright strikes till my old channel was deleted. Well, hey, here's the thing. If he strikes me, I'm going to strike him back. By that I mean I will get a lawyer if I have to. I don't want to sound like I don't want to sound like Madame, but I wouldn't talk about obviously the court case. But if he really wants to try it, if he wants to strike me, I will cite the case of H3 versus Matt Haas, and show that legally I would be in the right with everything I said there. Arson being an asshole again? Well, he hasn't yet. I'm just saying, if he decides to come at me, there is legal precedent for me to fight back against him and win. And I'm willing to go on a fucking nutty court case. I'm willing for this. I'll do a full fucking face reveal and everything. If he decides to do this. Has Arson said anything about your video yet? He said it in DMs, which we'll get to. Now, Tropic, I'm taking him the butt. Christ. Yeah, the fact that he's such a little bitch and can't handle criticism it is incredibly pathetic. Craig, you are a little bitch, and I hope you hear this. I hope you see this. In fact, I hope you're listening right now. So he links me 2 videos, and much like I said in the video, only one of them is relevant. The Masked Babe one was 45 minutes of my life I will never get back. I think watching paint dry would be more enjoyable than that video. But as we all know, she streamed with Hypercam too. I wish. You know, he rambles too much in that goddamn video, and he needs somebody to edit for him. His other one, which was the exposing medium rare Amber C and HBV's plan to bait a fake sexual assault, is probably the more relevant of the two. And I'm going to say this very nicely. It's so long and drawn out. You can tell he's rambling because he cannot fucking make a coherent sentence in his goddamn head. If you're gonna talk about somebody planning to fake a sexual assault on you, here's a pro tip for future. Well, actually, I shouldn't say as a pro tip for the future for people like this, but you know, sit down and record a video. Don't stream it. I know it's the only way you can afford your fucking heroin or your fucking meth or whatever it is. You're on something, I know that. But I know it's the only way you can afford your fucking drugs because people will super chat you. But here's a pro tip: when it's something serious like this, sit down and record something. Even fucking what's his name? Christ, I did a video on him. Heck, is it bad that I'm such a fucking boomer that I actually cannot remember who I made a video on? Christ. The singer dude. I will find it in a second here. Scrolling through. Austin Jones! Austin Jones sat down and recorded a video. It did not help him at all, in fact. It did not help him a single goddamn bit. But that was the better thing to do than that. He actually blackmails people for nudes. I saw that. This would be part of blackmail. Oh god, how pathetic do you have to be to blackmail people for nudes? How pathetic. Then again, also, how pathetic do you have to be to beg a woman after she says no twice? Wearing her down to a point where she just gives in and says, I'll let you fuck me. That's pathetic. Is he a weird guy who did song covers, Ask Girls Twerk? That was Austin Jones, another child groomer that I've talked to. By the way, I've noticed my channel has had a lot of depressing topics. I'm gonna do something that's at least a little more lighthearted. Did I miss much? Not currently. I'm gonna do something a little more lighthearted with the next video, even though it's technically talking about slander. He admitted himself that she was drunk. Well, when she was drunk and he wasn't, and has to get one drunk to smash. Give him to say no twice. How pathetic. How pathetic. So of course I talk about it after I watch those two videos, and I want you guys to remember this here, because this is going to be important later. We're all depressed fuzz, you just know how to park. Oh, I don't know if you know this, but we love drama. Doesn't have. Oh, you don't necessarily have to switch lighthearted stuff for us. Oh, it's for me. It gets a little depressing talking about awful people so much. But I said in this part here, I'm not only talking about that in the video. Remember that. Not only. That's going to be important later. Okay, maybe depressing, but these are important things to speak up about. I do agree. Of course, eventually I want to make one video that's a little more lighthearted before we get back to the depressing topics that make me want to drink myself into a coma. But I'm not only talking about that in the video. However, I've already ripped those and watched them, and none of the evidence you presented could be held up in a court of law. You've got incredibly weak arguments that fall apart under anything like cross-examination. Which they would. They seriously fucking would. Those videos would fall apart. Any competent lawyer would say, hey, you know, this makes no fucking sense. Why did you say this? You seen a video of him running from police? I did. The problem with the video is I didn't want to make it too long, so I had to cut out things where I'm like, that's gotta go, that's gotta go. Like the Kai art, which was so moronic. Well, the Kai art was something I actually had like 15 minutes almost on, and I was just like, there's no way, just... But then, of course, I said this here. You should really take the critique I have to heart. I'm going to say this here as nicely as I can. You've got the most repetitive content I've ever seen. It's about as enjoyable as dying from carbon monoxide poisoning. Which, that was nice. Get Chris Hansen in on this. Chris is doing a lot of good stuff with the Onision stuff. In fact, we're saving some of that for later, because I want to talk about the end of the night of that stream. Because, holy shit. Holy shit. And then he says here, just so you know, I actually did give evidence to the police, but charges were never filed. Which, okay. I was even asked if I wanted to file charges against Amber Clements. I let it go, which I regret. Bane, you're a salty hoe. I am a salty hoe. I'm mean. Now, here's the thing, right? If you... I've never heard of somebody when they've been offered to file charges on someone. Mind you, I know it probably happens. But if he's, you know, if he's serious about this with her, you think he'd want to press for charges. So there's something suspicious about that. And then he says here, and I'm going to try to say this, I'm going to read this here. In someone on recording you threatening false rape if you piss them off isn't weak. She also admitted on recordings 2 times it's not rape. I can't call the cops because it's not raped. They heard that and were pissed. He's also faked 2 other proven situations. Faked stomach cancer for a GoFundMe. Now, I want to bring up something here. Well, one, even if someone faked something like that, that doesn't mean they can't get raped. It's a false equivalence. Like, oh, hey, someone stole, like, you know, $2 from this ATM, and then also they were gang raped behind an alley. Therefore, they weren't. What? I could be a little off. I've been up since 3:30 a.m., but I don't think that logically connects to all that. She didn't admit to framing him. She was in denial, which is quite common after being assaulted. And I even said in the video, I said, yeah, I don't necessarily think it's rape to hello, Caitlin. But I said, well, I don't necessarily think it would be legally considered rape. I considered it coercion, which is illegal as well. He coerced her into sex, which is sexual assault. Because he's so pathetic that he can't even, like, genuinely, can't even get sex without begging for it. I don't care if someone did their past, someone says, no, you don't beg them until they give in while they're intoxicated. Agreed. Arson's a lying woman beater, abusive, drugged up moron at all things. What a piece of his blobby ass. Like I said, he looks like a fucking inbred Mike Martin from Daddy of Five, which already looked inbred. So. And then he says here, you wanna know why people dislike me? I'll break it down real simple. And then he says one trying to correct himself, which I'll give him props for that. People hear about the allegations and automatically don't want to fuck with me. Well, no shit, right? That makes sense. I'm sorry, I wouldn't want to deal like. It could be somebody whose content I like and respect. But if I hear, also they raped someone, I'd be kind of I'd be kind of like, hands off till everything's clear with that. No fucking shit, Craig. No fucking shit. Doesn't matter what I say or do, they start making vids or other things. Start listening to the clout chasers around me who follow everything I do. Be real and tell me who brought this topic to you. And real shit, I think you meant to say and real shit, but what do I know? I'm not a... God damn it, my neighbors are fucking yelling again. I'm not a bad person. Well, the situation was fucking terrible, and I don't like talking about it publicly anymore, but it's what everyone takes as a reason to attack me. Now, like I said, and as I'll say in the middle of that there, I didn't... I really... I need to move. I need to move from this shitty duplex. Sorry. Now, here's the thing, right? The situation is terrible. And I can understand why you wouldn't want to talk about it publicly, right? That makes sense. He showed my nudes because I told him no. I did see the event, like, I needed to probably do a follow-up video if I'm being honest. Because that stream was fucked. But I made my target his content. Because if he, you know, if he genuinely has this, he's got 10,000 subscribers, right? And it's seemingly like nobody, right? Like, nobody really goes after his content, which I can understand why. He's done a lot of fucked up shit. But I figured his content was probably the best thing to go after. That's why I jokingly called it Content Mall Cop, because, you know, his content is some of the worst I've seen on YouTube. Which is saying a lot, because YouTube has a ton of fucking awful content. Also, I have been reading the chat. Yeah, he has 10,000 subscribers. I have 4,000 more than him. And I don't, obviously, I don't want people to go necessarily after him. I don't want people to harass him or anything. I feel like I've done that enough on my own. But his content needs to definitely be taken to task. It's some of the worst I've seen on YouTube. And all the shit he's done as a person, too, has been covered by, I genuinely think, people who could cover that better. Like I said, Rag Reynolds at the end of that video. I linked out to his story one, because, one, he gets damn good interviews, and two, he fucking kills it. There's no denying that Rag essentially, like, fucking killed it when it comes to, just talking about all the fucked up shit he's done. And for a news channel, and I've made jokes lately about fucking Keemstar, because, you know, Keemstar's been a little bitch anytime anyone asks about Onision, yet he can spend his entire channel lately just sucking the cock of KSI and Logan Paul. But that's just me, you know. Onision's repetitive, but Logan Paul and KSI are somehow relevant. Don't get that. Rag's videos are so good, he's an amazing, wonderful human. Arson refuses to address the videos he's done. Well, because his videos are essentially ripping him to shreds. That's why he'll never bring up my video, also. I fucking tear his content a goddamn ass, like a new asshole. And I mentioned it here. And of course, people brought this to me. People brought up RealStream to me a couple times. I've asked, like, who should I look into? And I've been meaning to look into it for a while, but starting a new job and all that shit took some time. But of course, I brought up the fact my well, when I say this, nobody else other than people in my community asked me to look into RealStream. And it's evident. You can look on my channel. You can look on my Twitter history, you can look on everything. The only interaction I had with Rag was after I started looking into this, and all that. I'd seen Rag's videos, obviously, before. I think I followed him for, like, some of the Onision stuff, especially the forum thing recently, which was fucking great. RealStream was originally just a Blarg copycat. I saw that. Okay. I have to ask, because I've always detested you now. Is you now really that relevant that it's, like, worth watching for people? I hate you now. I'm sorry. But, now, Oh, hey, Mev, how you doing? I've seen him in here before, and I've talked to him in Claw's Discord. Uh, Now I'm gonna read what he says here because this is a shitty. This is a fuck ton of shit. When Arson started, I was a Laney patron and gave him his Leave Laney live streams because he won't work for his own content. Oh yeah, I also heard that he stole content also, which it's now it's relevant. It's what people are saying that can be relevant. I just get stuff from Blarg. It's always got Blarg situation. It's the only place people don't bully him. I mean, King of the Morons, etc. Gonna listen to this later when House is quiet and playing Minecraft. Hey, thank you, Kiki. No one hates Arson, it's all tush and baby mommy buying him dislikes, hashtag backs, cloud chasers. Yeah, UNAL's user interface is ugly as sin. I'm gonna say this, it's ugly. I cannot imagine a UI designer thinking, I'm gonna just make something fucking painful to look at. If I'm making a website that's... Have I missed a lot? Me rambling, mostly. But I've been talking about the DMs he sent. Not really a ton, but we're starting to get into the shit show. So, this is the end of the 10th, which was 11 days ago, where I was writing him. And he says, I have people who stalk me over Reg now, dox my family now. I don't even live there, and they listen shit about my family. Which is fucked up. I agree. People shouldn't be doxing your family. They're not your... they aren't the reason you're doing this shit. You're doing this of your own accord. Don't go after someone's family members. That's... I personally agree on that. These people are fucked in, just so you know. I showed censored pics on the stream. Yeah, it wasn't good, but I've also apologized over and over for it. I was upset that a former quote-unquote friend was lying saying I stole nudes. That's actually not true, and they were sent to me out of the blue, and she started saying I hacked her Snapchat. It was a whole ordeal. Now, yeah, no shit. Anybody who's thinking, Buzz, I have people literally asking me circumcised, so do you think I... Okay, I mean, no. But yes, no, I'm sorry. There's nothing in the world that can make me show anyone's nudes on a fucking live stream, a video, anything. Anything. Why would you ever... Mission failed, we'll get him next time! Is he writing everything like a mumble rap? No, he just writes like this and talks like this. It's pathetic. I originally found Arson on YouNow when he covered Lanybot and had beef with Onision. I asked him collab from day one. Again, to flirt with me and I would tell him I have a husband. Oh, why would you do that? You'll get offended and still ask. I still have a text and proof that is a lie, to be fair. Thing he always pushes. That's not how it happened at all. She never said he asked for Snapchat. She said the pics were from Snapchat. He's a fucking moron. And he wants to be a news channel. God, even Keemstar back in his blog TV with the hands up stream was nowhere near as much of a fuck up as this man was. This man is, I should say. How long does this man stream for? It goes from anywhere between, from what I've seen, 1 hour 40 to, I'd say maybe about 220 on, a good between, usually. He also does some normal videos, but they're also of horrifyingly low quality. And then, he says, I'm not joking at all. Someone recently showed up at my house at 4 a.m. after getting death threats. Look, Mac whatever video you want, just know there's a few people like Maxi, Heartbeats Vanity, and others that start with an R. Don't know who the fuck starts with an R there. That run around yelling lies, trying to bait creators into talking about me telling half-truths. And of course, I looked into everything, and what I touched on was the Amber stuff, and the fact that one time, Rag Reynolds essentially baited him with fucking false claims against Rag himself, that RealStream was so desperate to jump on that he did not do due diligence and looked into and investigated. If someone comes at me with an allegation like that against Onision, I'm going to take my time. I'm going to look into things. I'm going to research. I'm going to go through time frames and shit like a smart person would. He's not smart. I seriously never thought anyone Rag slapped my ass at a meat eating convention and called me Habibi. Hashtag me too. And yeah, like what Tush said, Rag literally told me he was a woman who Rag sexually assaulted at a fucking meat convention. How? How do you hear that and just not think, there's a red flag? And so I say to him, so the video's out, you can find it. Like I said, take and accept the critique. I was probably nicer to you than I should have been. Also, don't try to strike the video down. It's both hosted on other websites and within the fair use rights. Now, this is a video where I called RealStreamNews a cunt, a moron, pathetic, desperate, lazy, and honestly, I was probably nicer than I should have been. He doesn't care about news, only cares about coming drama fast enough to be relevant, much like Keem. Even Keem does some investigation. Like, I don't like Keemstar for all the shit he's done. But I'll give him, more recently, when the Ray Diaz shit happened, I'll give him props for that. Oh, this is not the Onion. This is not Onision. This is a guy who's about as bad as Onision. I've gone on some lives, but it's bad every few seconds. Ooh, hey, username. What's up? Hey. Never actually talks about anything, slagging people off. He also cares about money. If you shove it, he'll donate once or twice. He'll call you out in chat for not donating. What a little bitch. Who could be as bad as Greg? A lot of people. Greg is just more blatant. I'm sorry. You don't need to donate for me. If you want to donate, that's fine, and that's cool. But you guys seriously never have to donate in one of my streams if you don't want to. I don't do this for money. I do this because I like streaming. You were too nice when you said Scrimmer was a mix of person under stroke and someone with no arms. But those of you would have to agree. Yeah. And then he says here, yeah, you literally have Amber Clements in a video, get fucked. He secretly wants... I mean, hey, if a donation happens, I ain't gonna complain. I also have a patron. So yeah, I told him, I even said it, as I said back here, and I think you guys remember when I blatantly pointed this out here, I'm not only talking about that in the video. Not only. I'll give you 50 Frit Bog monies if you call me your piggy. Mevo, no. But yes, as I blatantly had pointed out, I said it wasn't the only thing I was going to cover. And, well, I told him I was going to cover it. I never lied. And then he said, you said you weren't covering it, that you did lie. Of course, it was also his stream. Alright, Mev, you're my pay pig. God, I can't say that with a straight face. Hey, piggy. There you go. So I used his own stream. And he says, you're a jokum, another moron trying to make something so serious into something for yourself. Yeah, I donate because I like your content. Thank you, Moderator Marcy. So yes, I said that I wasn't only going to cover it. I don't think he understood what the word "not only talking about" means. Didn't RealStream make merch off of girls coming forward with an Onision? Yes, he did. In fact, actually, give me a second. I can find what that art looks like. Sorry for the brightness change. I forgot how fucking bright that was. That's coming from Second Monitor Gang, as it fucking blinds me. RealStream. Okay. Is it here? Is it? No, that's... Why would I click the news tab? Thanks, Google. Okay, that's not it. I'll find it in a second here. Is a mental capacity of a turtle on acid. Guy's crying in another one. I can find it. This, okay, don't know where the fuck it went anymore. That was also, delayed. I had it somewhere around here. I swear to God. Hang on. Tell me Twitter will let me find this shit. I promise I'm not this bad at everything. Fuck. Hang on. Oh, $2 from Heartbeats Vanity, just cuz. Thank you. I'm going on lolcow. I know it was on fucking lolcow. No, it wasn't on lolcow. Never mind. Shit. Okay, if somebody can find it, I will be thankful. I'm gonna switch back to Imgur here. Season for psychology. I'm not smart enough to know psychology. Maxi Baxi, hey. Aaron. Alright, we're gonna go through here. We've seen your stream, what you like. It's fair. What do you need found? I need, the Kai merch. If you know what I'm talking about. The time he used, Kai's face, my grooming you nicely merch. Well, let me look at... I have, like, 4 different folders for things, and I don't... Here's a spoiler, I saved too many fucking images. Oh, you got it? If you know my Twitter, DM me, it's just FuzuYT. You need a Julia pics? No, Sammy. There you go. Shit. I could imagine you have a Julia pics saved. I wouldn't. I would not. I would never save those. Hang on. Let me open up Twitter in a second. Window. This way, if I get a message request. Hang on. Here we go. Go back to full screen. Oh, that's not the right window. I have them all too because it's the same link. I'm just gonna go through this really quick. If you do send me on Twitter or post them in here, I can see it though. Alright, so obviously I screenshot that and I figure... And then he says, I'm not talking about that in the video. He took the entire... Oh, hey, Bill. Bill. So he misquotes the whole thing. He says, I'm not talking about that in the video. Which he uses as like a direct quote. And then, I'm not only talking about that in the video. Except... Here we go. Alright. One second. We're switching windows here. And me. Totally good at internets. What are you talking about? Brother Bale. So yes, the grooming you nicely. He decided to make this a fucking t-shirt. Which, not the smartest idea. I'm sorry. I wouldn't want to wear someone who, is, you know, grooming fucking children on my shirt. Or my chest. I would never want to wear anything like that. That's why, when I created merch, it was related to my logo. It was related to something that wouldn't be relevant to anybody I've talked about. Because, his mod Phoenix made it. I'll say this. The art's not the worst part of this. But, why? Do you like how he somehow ended up a victim and all that? Yeah, because he's a little crybaby bitch. Craig is... he was screaming about it too, and screaming about how terrible Regina is, keep saying Sarah forgave him like she's the only victim who decides. He's a little bitch. And if I'm being honest, Sarah shouldn't have forgave him. This is literally profiting over somebody's abuse. Why does he go by CJ if his name is Craig? Because I think like the J is part of his middle name here. We're high class here, making merch about circumcision. Exactly. Exactly. It's. I don't know why you would make this as merch. One. Oh, she said one thing in the chat. Okay, to be fair, I hadn't watched that video because I saw how long it was and I was like, huh. I don't know if I want to cry myself to sleep in the bathtub. Never forgave him. Never said she forgave him. She said it was shit. Yeah, I don't know why you'd make this as merch. It's. He took that shit and ran. Of course he did. Christ, what a pathetic bitch. He needs the crack money. Oh yeah, his $2 in sales from. I don't know how much crack costs. Because he's $1. I cannot say anything on that. But yeah, so he completely misconstrued my quote. And of course, he claimed that I was trying to make something serious for myself. And like I said right here, I'm going by CJ led to some fun confusion from my friend who goes by CJ on Twitter and someone tearing him apart, accusing all the shit Craig did. Yeah, people don't know. Always remember to look for the ads. Always remember to look through the ads, people. He wanted to make merch based off the fact that he sexually harassed me for I leaked news and was salty that I outed him for it. What a pathetic. I cannot imagine, right, how one man is this pathetic. Crack is cheap and really bad for you, explains why he's so bloody stupid. Remember when he took donations because Tush gave his grandma after a stroke? I saw that. But, so yes, like I said to him here, I don't need to talk about him to get views. I really don't. I'm 99% of it. That lastly cracks me up. Hey, you're welcome. But like I said to him, I talked about how shit his content is, and then he says, of course, that I lost any credibility putting Amber or Rag in the video. And then I said to him here, you'll listen or improve or stagnate and watch your channel die off. I put your video on. It's your content. That video wasn't ever supposed to be that. Get fucked. You literally said you weren't talking about that. You're a leech. I'm a leech, guys. And now, by the way, I said in the video that he didn't rape her, but I pretty much also said that he sexually assaulted her because he coerced her into sex. But I said I report on everything and was fair. I even said he didn't rape her. Unlike you, I report on everything. And I thought, honestly, that's probably the smartest thing to say. And then he said, yeah, okay, guy, you literally said one thing and did another. In your opinions, that's nice. I don't care about them. How I ran my channel 9 months ago and how I do now are not the same. And I thought, I honestly thought that was funny too. And then I said here, Craig, take the critique. It'll help you grow. Or don't. I said it wasn't the only thing I was going to cover. I was fully upfront. And I used content from clips from content you put out in the last month. It's still low quality. No, you lied. You know it, and I know it. And then I said, show me then. Screen capped exactly where I said it. Now, guys, we've looked through the whole list of my DMs with him, right? You guys have seen every single thing. By definition, coercion is rape. I don't think he's smart enough to understand that. I'm pretty happy you don't give a shit about the way he speaks to you in DMs. I know 2 creators won't speak to him because of the vile way he talks to him in private. Here's the thing, right? He can say whatever the fuck he wants about me. I don't care. It's not going to keep me up at night. I know I'm smarter than him. I know I'm better than him. I know how his channel is going to go. I know how essentially people like him act, and eventually it's all going to fall apart and fade around him. And you know what? If I helped a little bit of that happen, that makes me feel good. If people get arrested for a bluntness dumbass literally admitted raping a stream, how? Well, something also is most of the time police do not watch streams or anything. And I'm not saying that you do this for Craig if he listens to the stream. But, you can always email to police officers. Most average police stations in local areas Neat. Well, they have a neat thing called an email address. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not saying you do anything, but I'm saying that it could be done. What? What are we talking about? Craig is really in some dumb shit again. When isn't he? Remember when RSN tried to convince his audience that one for Dr. Phil was the original OWL and got upset when everyone told him they looked nothing alike? His moderators paid for all of his filming equipment. He had a nice blue Yeti, but he sold for crack. Christ. If the victim doesn't press charges, I don't know how it works. It's possible. It's a little weird. Also, I'm going to say this, if you ever want to watch any of his videos, if you have to, a good thing is downloading and ripping. I use software 4K video downloader. Its free version is surprisingly not shit. Okay, we forgot to mute. Admittedly, I kept a lot of the drug stuff out because I was like, I don't know how to fit it within the critique and all that. But that's why I left a lot of the critique to linking to Rag's videos, and because I genuinely think Rag fucking killed it. But yes, so I asked him to show where I said that I was not going to use the content. Hey guys, we've looked through my DMs. We've seen everything so far. I feel like we would have probably seen exactly what he was talking about. Remember when RSN's first instincts when Amber was crying after they had sex was for him to stream? Are you gonna make another if you have more info? I might do a follow-up very soon. Right now the one I'm working on, the video I'm working on is about something related to Anthony Fantano. Screen record if you're poor like me. Hey, the 4K video downloader is free if you have a PC. I can't stomach the constant repeating an underbite. It drives me mad. Oh, the underbite's a physical thing. I can't be too mad. But the repeating and shit, that's fucking annoying. So yes, his screen cap is literally me saying, I'm not only talking about that in the video. So he's fucking moron. Have you played Jedi Fallen Order? Not yet, but I'm planning on picking it up soon. So yes, he took the screen cap of me saying, I'm not only talking about it in the video, not only talking about that, as I wasn't going to talk about it. Which, is baffling. And I theorized in my head as I was, as I was working today, because I had some time, to think about it, you know? I want to pull up something here. Hang on. This will make sense, and it'll be funny when I get to it, but, let me find it here. Ah, here we are! So, I genuinely thought he thought I was being friendly to him, which, what was baffling. I was like, when he said that, like, when he got so mad, I thought he thought that I was, like, being his friend or some shit. And I have to take a quote from somebody who inspired me from, well, for this video, you know? Because this video, obviously, with the title and shit, it was inspired, I think y'all know, heavily by iDubbbz. And all I could think of was a video that he did on Keemstar. And, well, you know, we're just gonna do one thing here, because I gotta refresh it, because it's fucked on YouTube for some reason. Here we go. So yes, Craig, if you really thought we were friends, here's iDubbbz basically saying exactly what I want to say to you. I'm here, what's happening now? I recommend rewinding. But, here's my response to you, Craig.
We were never friends, cunt.
That's all I need to say. In fact, I'll repeat it just so hopefully he hears it.
We were never friends, cunt.
There we go. That's my response to Craig. I didn't need to give you the upper hand like I did in the DMs. I really didn't. I gave you a little bit of an upper hand. But, Craig, we were never friends. I was never friendly to you. Every single thing I did was pretty much me prepping you to, like, accept criticism. We were never friends, cunt. I hope he's watching. I hope he's watching. And I hope he understands internet friends are gay. I can't say too much. I've got some internet friends that are actually good people, as in a couple of my moderators like Andy. I've known some people from the internet that are great friends, but internet twins, like how I guess RealStream was assuming we were. We were never anything. I pretty much just who's Andy? You know who Andy is? Epileptic Sammy. We're good friends, but people like him, I would never be friends with someone like Craig. Anyways, I know, right? You fucking bully. Also, Deadwing Dork is my friend. I've known him for a very long time. Okay, sorry, apocalyptic. Whatever. I'm going through this. You called him a naughty word? I mean, I call a lot of people naughty words. So I say, okay, you do know how to read right. I'm not only talking about that. I clearly spelled it out, but I was going to bring it up. And then he says, I like how you think none of the evidence could hold up, but it's the only reason I was never arrested. Which I was talking about his 45-minute long video, where in it, I am a little naughty. I'm a little mean. You are Deadwing Dork, stop hiding it. No, his content is like better than mine, I think. But I watched your whole fucking video. 12 minutes of it was talking about how Rag Reynolds, like, copied some verbal tics in quotes from another dude. To which I said, yeah, no shit, everybody does that. You fucking moron. Who's apparently stalking him, and why does he think he's so important that anyone would stalk him? It's a great question. I don't think anybody's stalking him. I just think he's a little bitch. And then he said, bro, facts are you are a leech in a fucking mongoloid. Which to be fair, I didn't know what mongoloid meant. Well, when I said it about Rice Gum, which apparently was also a bad thing that I said about Rice Gum. But I also said that about, I think, Logan Paul, or one of them. But he calls me a mongoloid for listening to rag about anything. Like the time that you brought him on your YouNow stream because you thought he was someone else. So, in reality, I feel like, Craig, you're probably the mongoloid and the leech because you brought Rag on your channel. Am I wrong? You brought him, Rag Reynolds, onto your live stream, so therefore, looks like you are too. I'm going the wraparound way of his logic. I'm just saying what he said. If his logic means I'm one, then his logic also means that he's one as well. I'm not wrong. It's baffling, is all I'm gonna say. And then I'm trying to cut it off because I don't want to spoil the ending of this here. So here we go. I'm just talking about what you put on your channel. I didn't use anything that you didn't put up. You can get mad at me all you want, but the only thing I ever used from Rag was the time he baited you into false accusations. Look, you should watch it and learn from how many fuck-ups, even past the Amber shit, you do. It was a stream I deleted years ago, dumb fuck. Can I just say that I hate how he tried to take you out of context 30 minutes after you sent the message he was quoting? Yeah, that was surprisingly fun. But I said, fix your webcam, microphone, learn to edit, and just because you deleted it doesn't mean I can't use it. You'd have to be an idiot to claim that. Fuck you. Which I guess the fact that I said that just because it was deleted doesn't mean I can't use it was the thing that really set him off. I guess it really triggered him. And then, of course, right before the block, I sent him the, also don't do the dumb makeup giveaways. It's really dumb. So yes, Craig, this is the end of my interaction with him. Why'd you message him in the first place? I wanted to see if I'd get the reaction I expected. And I did. I this was one where I was like, I knew exactly the kind of shit he'd probably pull. And in a lot of ways, he pulled exactly the kind of shit he'd pull. Looking into him gave me this sort of mental picture of this kind of person. So I was having fun. I wanted to, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? He's such a profound idiot. I got a message from him earlier about following you, making me stupid. I assume it's because we chatted before. Wait, what? That's pathetic. He never actually announced the winner of the giveaway. That's weird. He also asked for donations for people to afford the giveaway. It's not hard to ship something to somebody. This guy's some kind of egotist. Yeah. He has an undeserved ego. A very undeserved ego. But I felt like having some fun. And it was very nice because while I was working on the video, I could see like the kind of person he was, and the responses he were giving me in the early days were like, "Don't talk about shipping things." That's bullying, Sammy. All right, fucking around with my moderators. I owe a friend a calculator. Okay, I owe a friend a calculator. But you know, if you're gonna do a giveaway or something like that, you finish what you start. But he's a clear narcissist. Can't understand why TBH he's not attractive and he's a bloody moron. Some people are born narcissists, and it's impressive. He has the ego. I mean, he locked out a message, just a screenshot, but oh well, it's gonna be a friendo fuss. Guys, I just graduated from high school, finishing a stream. Holy shit! Congratulations, Victoria! That's fucking awesome. I technically graduated high school this year because I was a little lazy and just got my GED essentially. But that's pretty fucking cool. And now with that, yes, Asad. I don't know if that is off the top of my head. ASPD. I'm not entirely sure if that is either. But yes, congrats, Victoria. Now, this is pretty much the end of my interaction with RealStream. Yeah, again, if he tries to come after me with I'm much disappointed. Hey, I got it eventually. It's what it is. But like I said, if he tries coming after me, I immediately the H3 versus Matt Haas stuff will is all I have to say. Antisocial personality disorder. I get that. He didn't graduate like every other YouTuber. I was very lazy. This year has been a lot of motivation and a lot of goals for me. It knocked out a lot, and YouTube was a good part of that, actually. Seeing the channel grow made me want to like put more effort into shit. So I can only thank you guys for that. I can also thank what is that? Khan Academy. That fucking website deserves a lot. Most guys on drugs have that kind of ego. To be fair, the only drug I've ever tried is weed. What about H3 versus Trisha Paytas? Oh no. No. Speaking of... Oh, wait. Fuck it, let me just... We're gonna go out of full screen for a second. I'm gonna link the Imgur link if you guys want to share this around. Feel free to do so. Because, RealStreamNews is a failed block of channels. Because I want him to hopefully be ashamed of all the dumb shit he's done. Devil's Lettuce. It's been since like I think June since I've been high last, so it's been a little while. I was working at a McDonald's, okay? I had to get high all the time. Trisha and Ethan's beef was like watching two bullies start out of the schoolyard. This is Matt. So I'll pull up this here because the lawsuit they had against Matt Haas, sorry for how fucking bright this is a very important one, and it will be important for every single person like us, anybody on YouTube, worked at McDonald's and got munchies on the job. It's supposed to be hella fun. I agree. Here's the thing: when you work at McDonald's, drug tested. Managers, maybe. Well, actually, no, not even managers, because I shouldn't name names, but she was high off her ass the entire goddamn time. No, half of the employees would be fired at every single McDonald's if they drug tested. My current job drug tests, so I'm not going to get high unless there's a shutdown. But yeah, no, the entire case here, because essentially they criticized the guy named Matt Haas, whose content was really cringy, right there. They commented, they made fun of him, much like I did with Craig Silva or RealStreamNews, and essentially he tried suing the shit out of them, and they countersued and won. Which that's all I'm gonna say. The fair use law allows me to critique people like Craig, like Onision as well, Austin Jones and all that, without essentially getting fucked over by lawsuits or getting fucked over by copyright claims. Dude, what the fuck is this? What Onision does? Why people sued him? Onision does something more insidious, and it's also why I cannot wait till he goes to jail. So he copyright claims. He doesn't copyright strike. Claim essentially gives him all the monetary revenue for a video. And like I said, I don't personally mind that as much as I mind like copyright claims or copyright strikes, I should say, because I don't care about the money. I'm pretty sure of the amount of money that that Onision's gotten from my videos on him have bought him a very nice floor for his Tesla, floor mats for his Tesla. But that doesn't bother me. What bothers me is the fact that he does it for every single person. Having negative criticism is not a crime. Yeah. And the fair use doctrine would allow me to pretty much strike back on him for the claims. However, I'm not going to do that because it also makes me give him essentially my full name. And I know Onision would probably do something really shitty with my full name, so I'm not going to do it. Now, if Craig does something with my full name, I'm very much willing to go after him. Why? Because I know I'll win in that case. Well, what have I missed? So far you've missed me talking about my entire DMs with a man named RealStreamNews, the guy that I made the video Tuesday on. You can say dox you. He probably would, yeah. He'd probably dox me. Because he's pathetic. Any boy not going to jugs to cover tracks of NDA agreements. Well, okay, the guy got sloppy and sent nudes to underage girls, so fuck. Okay, but here's the thing, right? His NDAs are most likely not notarized and also probably signed under duress. Which here's the thing, right? When a contract is signed under duress, that essentially that contract is void. And a contract signed under, oh, you have to do this for me to love you or something, what would be definitely under duress. Craig loves to dox people, dig up anything he can about them. I counterstruck him. He used a mugshot from 11 years ago on merch. He's trash. You know what? If he really can dox me, because I do keep my shit very well secure. My full name is not tied to anything on this channel. My full name is not tied to anything really that I think of, other than maybe my Disney Plus account. But if you can get into that, props for him. They aren't notarized, and he didn't listen to mine, which was. Man. But no, if Craig really wants to try it, let him try doxing me. That'll just prove better in court for me. So, I mean, hey, I'll let him try. Was his legal name? Well, full legal name is Fuzu. Of course. Every time you accidentally doxed yourself, none of those were my real name. I have a fuck ton of email accounts, and none of them have my full name on them. Here's the thing, right? And also, I deleted that. That stream was from long ago, and I fixed that. But say has bogus NDAs and hold up. FBI is on Grug's ass anyhow. Oh yeah, we're about to roll into that one. Actually, I just was giving this some time. Yeah, no. To say this, if Craig is listening right now, and I hope he is, Craig, criticism is a good thing. You would habit. What's the word I'm looking for? You would bode well to take my criticism into essentially take it in your heart. You can learn. It was just your email. NDAs are null and void for crimes committed and if they're signed under arrest. But yes, speaking of Craig your trash or your tease fuzz, maybe. What are you talking about? Now, let me. I think I want to say someone I know clipped this. Let me. I want to see if there's timestamps. Okay. Oh, all right. Here we go. So, last night, which I stayed up for because I was gonna go to, I was gonna fucking sleep. I usually go to sleep now around 9 p.m. because I gotta be up at 3:30 for my job. There was a live stream with Chris Hansen. Chris Hansen's done a lot of live streams regarding the Onision stuff. And he had one with Billy, who everybody knows about Billy. Yeah, basement gate shit, etc., etc. You didn't go to bed when we told you to. I didn't. I was watching the stream. It was important stuff, and I'm glad I did. So again, shout out to Meadow Finbot for clipping this as well because I just had it pulled up.
So there is a very good chance.
Hang on. 1 second.
Apparently, within the bureau.
Shit. Okay, I went too far.
Tonight.
Boy.
A little harder there because you had feelings for Kai.
Yeah.
I went too far back, but
my
fuck
first
it.
reaction is to say get out. But obviously at this point, like he's done really bad things. So it's...
How late am I? You're late for the first part of the video, really quick. It's a Dark Angel for you. The first part, I guess the last hour has been me talking about RealStreamNews and my DMs with him. If you do rewind to that, it's pretty much all that.
Situationally, like, you did this to yourself. You knew...
Billy seemed on edge during a stream. Billy seemed a bit off and upset. Well, reliving a lot of his shit was hard, and Greg was fucking hard on Billy. Especially with the whole chaining shit up to the basement. That would have to fuck with you. Seriously. Like, imagine if he wouldn't be making these videos if he were smothered until a long time ago. Yeah. Didn't realize involved Chris Hansen was coming with the Onision situation. Chris Hansen's doing, like, he's fucking interested, and he's... If you watch the Sarah one, you can see him look... Like, he looks genuinely fucking sad about all this shit.
Better. It was definitely apparent that he
Oh, you're
was
good. You're good,
in
Angel.
on this. So you knew better.
I should let you and our audience know that
Here we go.
I did have a conversation with the FBI yesterday. A little bit of breaking news here. And obviously there was evidence that some of the young women have that could very well be of interest to investigators. And contact is being made within the Bureau between the different field offices involved here across the country, including Washington State, where a lot of this activity took place. But again, a reminder that even though Greg, Jackson, Onision, Kai apparently were very careful about ages in terms of having young women visit, sexual relations, and everything else, what many people in these cases don't know, don't think about, aren't aware of, is that the transmission of sexually explicit pictures of people younger than 18 is a federal crime. It can either be enticement, it can be the transmission of child pornography. It is a penalty which carries a sentence of 10 years per image. If it's a video, it's 10 years per frame.
Now, I want you to think about this. We at the very least know of at the very least one image, which there's obviously probably a lot more. There is one image of Kai, chest exposed, sent to Sarah. That is 10 fucking years already. Holy fuck. This is going to be a glorious shit show. We're not even over with this part of the video. Holy shit.
So there is a very
Oh, so this is going to be claimed. I'm going to turn it down.
A criminal investigation here.
I'm going to get fucking copyright claimed. I don't care. Fuck it.
On this.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
That's always fucking loud. Holy shit. I'm so sorry for that. Matters is more of a child porn, not sending to minors. Well, the sending to minors, though, that is still a big thing. It's still a big thing, though. That's how a lot of the predators To Catch a Predator, ironically. I'm scared for their kids, though. Who's going to take care of them if Laney or Griggs put away? It'll most likely be Kai's parents, who I've never really heard. I've never heard too much, like, anything bad about. From what I've heard, they'll most likely go to grandparents or close relative family. I'm sure you just didn't do that, Sarah. There has, at the very least, right? Kai is getting 10 years. From what I remember, at least 10 years. And then if there's any video, like just even a fucking Snapchat video, each single frame is 10 years. The girls can be done for CP distribution with their image. Usually, most states though won't. Most states won't go after children. It's illegal, yes, but most of the time, most of the time they won't get the kind of shit, you know, as long as it's not Greg's mom. Oof. I think Kai's room really never say maybe abuse because there wasn't a video where he flinches near when Greg's hand gets near. Yeah, there is that too. Didn't Kai send 2 pics though? I don't remember. Also, yes, Mev says, who here thinks Onion has a below average sized penis? If you've seen the photo, it's gone around Twitter, and I've seen it. I wish I hadn't, but I've seen it. It's embarrassing. Your neighbor's at it again, must be football night. Hang on, I get alerts if it's fucking Colts playing. Oh, at 8:20! Oh, great, I'm not gonna get to fucking sleep. I didn't... Is it... Oh, fucking Thursday night football. Motherfucker. Sorry, I'm upset. Great, I'm gonna have to sleep with that shit going on. Greg has a dick pic. Well, it's him in a lycra suit, and you can tell there's a tiny tent. It's about, what's a good description? You put, like 2 Tic Tacs right beside each other, and then you eat one of the Tic Tacs, and then that's Greg's penis, the other Tic Tac. Remember that in one of you can see their lower parts? Yep. Is that football? Just an armored hand egg. Armored hand egg is fun, though. Yeah, Greg has a small dick. His ego is not surprising for it. Now, so something I want to actually really quick here. Description. I'm sorry. If I had to see it, I should describe it to other people. That's why Greg goes after younger girls. Older women have standards. Even younger girls have standards. I mean, look, here's the thing. Penis size isn't everything, but it's not surprising when someone like Greg, has a small penis. In fact, I usually, when someone acts like him, or someone's like a massive prick, I usually assume they got at least like a 2-incher. I don't know why, but that's just something that pops in my head. It's like, yeah, you gotta have a fucking, when was the last time you saw your penis? You know what I mean? Sorry, I'm rambling. Those dudes with smallest dicks are most sexually aggressive. Oh, because I got so much pent-up anger. They act like massive pricks to make up for their tiny pricks. Look, it's not the size of a wave, the motion of the ocean. Either that or how much you can eat. That's a pro tip for anybody with a micro penis. Hitler apparently had a micro penis. Hitler. Shaking my fucking head. There's also dick reconstruction surgery, I think, too. There has to be. Micro dick one shunt grunt. Oh no. What is happening? We were talking about Onision's penis size, and I'm surprised people are still watching. I'm so sorry you guys had to deal with this. There's it's not like a dick pic, but it's a photo of him, and you can see his penis, like, through a Lycra suit. Please don't talk about Hitler's penis. Well, okay, look, you know, it's not surprising, is all I'm gonna say. I joined at the wrong time. I came back to you saying, "Oh, Hitler, all that cheeky scamp Hitler." Of course, I had to pull my "Hello, Mother, Hello, Father" voice. Christ alive! I need to shut up before I get myself in trouble with dumb stuff. Because of your buttery voice. Look, hey, if you can't, like Hitler is a joke, so it's good to make fun of him, right? Show a photo on stream. I'm not going to show that photo on stream. I blocked it out of my head a little bit, okay? But here's the thing, right? And to get back onto the, I don't know, cheeky's, well, you cheeky little scamp. What was it? What was it? Hang on. I know there was a sketch. Hang on. Ha! There it is.
My teacher? Yes, little Hitler? My desk is small. I need this Polish boy's desk also. Everyone gets
I'm sorry.
the same size desk, little Hitler.
There we go. That's what I remembered it from! That's what I remembered it from! Okay. I knew I remembered the word scamp from... Okay. That's why I associate Hitler with the word scamp. I just commented small peen on all of his tweets from the past 24 hours. I love Robot Chicken. I just looked up the onion dick pic. I'm a woman and my dick is bigger. Alright, I'm gonna pull up something really quick regarding to Onision here. Hang on. Does Greg watch your streams? I hope he does. If Greg is listening, go fuck yourself. I'm gonna get blocked. I'm blocked still. So okay. Has he copyright claimed any of them? He's copyright claimed any that I ever use a video. What's going on? How are you? Pretty good. This is not the dick pic. This is Greg's face. Okay. Here's his hairline. Right? That's his ugly as sin hairline. But by the way, you know, I know guys that are balding in their 30s and 40s. There's a lot of stuff now that you can get to help. Give me a dick pic and I'll make a quick and safer work interpretation of it. I don't know where it is anymore. I know it's on Twitter somewhere. And then you have Darkside Phil's hairline, which you can skate down. Oh boy. By the way, what the fuck is going on with his face here? He's chewing his lips. His hair is all fucked. If for some reason he's putting the fucking headphones, right, over his hair, which, like, I'm glad you can probably hear fucking shit out of that. Given my genetics, I'll be either bald very early or gray very early. Hey, women like the gray look on a younger guy. If you're balding, just shave completely because half women are attracted to bald men. Yeah. By the way, if you're going for monitor-style headphones, JVC is not a good brand. You know? Oh yeah, Mev, I forgot you're into dudes. I don't know. Are you into dudes? I can't remember. I'm bad with remembering things. Salt and pepper dudes are hot, just grow facial hair. Yeah, Silver Fox. Yeah, see? Ladies like it. Charles Xavier's so fucking hot. But yeah, I don't know what's going on in this image. Yeah, see, hey, dudes like bald dudes too. Onision Unprivated is one of the ones that I always like to go through because it's always just there on Twitter. Trying to find the fucking Bogdanovs. I'm sorry, but Bogdanovs are a special kind of pretty. I don't well, I forget things. I didn't mean to say it sadly, but yeah, comparing somebody like Greg to specimens like the Bogdanovs is I don't know why. The he hasn't taken the bog pill clearly, but he's. By the way, I don't know why the fuck he's just streaming in front of his green screen in this to his fucking what is it? It's Periscope. Jesus Christ, their chins are glory. Sorry. Yeah, he streams to his Discord through Periscope to his Twitter. Okay, here we go. This is something apparently he put out recently. This is coming from his Patreon page. What pisses me off is that he treats the situation as shallow like it's a joke. I can't wait for the FBI to get on your ass. And then, no, you're not pay for Patreon. I was sent this. Okay. So, you know what? Fuck it. Let's, someone give those kids a roll up and Pixar movie. Oh, boy. That's my neighbors, not his kids. Alright, it's my neighbors.
Dumb video for you. No one else is gonna get this explanation.
Okay, hang on. What the fuck is up with his audio quality? And I have to turn it down. Look at some of his first tweets. Oh, we will.
Context, anything. I don't even know what channel I'm putting this on, if I'm even putting it on a channel, but today I was talking to a couple of patrons, and they told me that someone said that I locked...
Really quick, one more thing. His face, like... Okay, I admit, I'm not the best at making sure, like... Yeah, I wash my face a lot, but I don't always, like, pores sometimes have some issues. What the fuck is going on here in this cluster? Here, there, here, all over fucking... What's up with his face? Hey, Rybread. And also, yeah, I wish I could shut my neighbor's kids up, but... Like, what the fuck is going... Like, does he not wash his face? That greasy hair?
I locked them out of my room, and when they were banging and crying on the door, that I was allegedly masturbating to the sound of their crying. And they said, allegedly, they said this, that they knew I was masturbating allegedly because they could hear it through the door. So I...
Okay, so he's talking about, we're gonna rewind it because I was mocking it a little too much, but he's clearly talking about, the Shiloh situation.
Got a quick dumb video for you. No one else is going to get this explanation, context, anything. I don't even know what channel I'm putting this on, if I'm even putting it on a channel, but today I was talking to a couple of patrons, and they told me that someone said that I locked them out of my room, and when they were banging and crying on the
he's talking about Shiloh, but he won't name her because he's a little bitch.
Door, that I was allegedly masturbating to the sound of their crying, and they said, allegedly, they said this, that they knew I was masturbating allegedly because they could hear it.
By the way, if you have acne, you're not ugly. It's just I'm confused on his Acme shower routine
through the door. So I wanted to make this video because I feel like that's such an awesome thing to say that it deserves to be a little song comedy sketch thing. And this is because I've...
Oh god, another fucking comedy sketch.
Literally never heard of anyone ever doing anything even remotely close to that, specifically because masturbation takes a lot of concentration, and
no, it doesn't.
Someone screaming and banging on a door just gives me anxiety. I think it gives everyone anxiety.
Okay, if I could never masturbate when I had to hear screaming and crying and other shit, This fucking place that I live in, do you think I'd never masturbate? I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Okay, that's a whole new genre of exciting.
Oh Christ, it is a fucking... here we go again. I know, Sarah, I know.
Hey, you, there's something you should know. Apparently, if you date me, I'll masturbate to you crying through the door.
Okay. He put no effort into this.
Apparently, if you date me, I'll masturbate to you pounding on my door.
Motherfucker, we... Ah, Christ. Alright, really quick here. I'm just gonna ask. How much you want to bet he either shoved a tube stock in his crotch, or it's like padded with napkins? I'm gonna put about $2 on it.
Why did I kick you out of the room? 'Cause I wanted to masturbate as you pounded and you cried. Pounding, crying on the door now. You can hear the fapping.
He's starting to get a belly. Looks like that vegan cheese ain't doing shit.
Through the door now, yeah. It's the masturbation dance. It's the masturbation dance. The sadistic masturbation dance. Oh, baby, I'm sadistic as apparently if you date me, I'll masturbate to you pounding and crying on the door. You can hear me masturbating through the door. What?
This was,
Hey.
what the fuck? See, if you want to mock people that still give him money, obviously don't go and harass them. But just remember, you're not as pathetic as these people.
Hey.
I think my vagina has retracted in my uterus. This was, that was something. Manipulation and domestic violence. Here, I'll retweet it so you can see this, is he mocking his wife/husband? Just joined confused, I feel ya. There he was mocking his ex Shiloh. And then yes, he has some what I call, fucking the Coomer tweets. Hang on. If you've been on the internet recently, you've seen the Coomer meme. Let me find it here. Hang on. Oh Christ! I didn't want to click that. Fuck you! No. You know what I really love? I really love when fucking website links to like 40 different fucking ads. Really great. Oh, where's mine? Does the child want to have a mental break? Yes. But no. Greg is the eternal living version of the Coomer meme. This is I don't even need to read this. You see exactly what I'm talking about. This is Greg, the unkempt the unkempt facial hair, the fucked hairline, his eyes looking all nutty, disgusting clothing. Essentially, the nicest way I can say this is Greg, synced up into an image. You know what? Hang on, I have to read this part here. His mere existence puts fear into women everywhere. Doesn't care. That's Greg. That is Greg. You sound like you're on dial-up and you accidentally click something you didn't want to, and you have to wait for a page to start loading to click back to wait again. Yeah. Page just loaded. But yeah, this is this is Greg. Just in a meme form. I just want y'all to think about that. Anyways, we're gonna read his cringy, desperate, pathetic tweets. Because why not? I'm having fun with it. Shane Dawson and I both fuck pussies. Now, I think he's trying to make the joke about the cat thing or whatever. I don't know too much about, Wait, what? This technically was from last night. I wish you could take a joke half as good as you take my cock. Do you want the bitch leech? Oh yeah, these are mostly from like the Chris Hansen, like right after. Why is this Twitter called a legend? Because he's pathetic and he thinks he's a legend. Do you want the bitch leash / collar or your hands tied to the bed frame as we fuck tonight? And the options here are collar, hands tied, or both daddy with a heart emoji. There's a lot more here. Oh, of course, my reaction to Chris Hansen talking to the FBI about Onision. But by the way, I'm thinking maybe either late Saturday or Sunday I might end up streaming, how about not enough hours restraining order? Sometime this weekend I might end up streaming Devil May Cry 5 on Twitch. Because I've been wanting to play it after I made this fucking tweet. I'm sorry. So here's another one from Onision here. I want nothing but your ass on my lap, bouncing on my cock. He said that. He posted this tweet. That's a thing. You will show me respect in the bedroom, and I will show you none. It's what we both deserve. Oh, Christ. Hey, guess who's gonna get another copyright claim because he wants to do a funny joke? Oh, Christ. Why am I doing the vibe check meme? Why not? Hang on. Of course, remember, kids, we gotta get our vibe checks in. We gotta get our vibe checks in. By the way, this is gonna be a spoiler for the Joker movie. If you haven't seen it and you want to see it and you don't want to be spoiled, please just mute the stream for a little bit and look away for about 40 to 50 seconds. About to start it now.
I think we've had enough of your jokes.
What do you get?
I don't think so.
When you cross a mentally ill loner with a society that abandons him and treats him like trash!
Call the police,
I'll
Gene.
tell you what you get!
Call the police.
You get what you fucking deserve!
Essentially what I'm saying is Greg failed the vibe check. Okay, I'm sorry. That joke, that was... I wasted your time, I wasted my time with that. I'm so sorry. Alright. I hope you don't mind me fingering your ass while I fuck you. I just want to be inside you in every way possible. He posted this tweet. I just want you to remember that. He posted this tweet, and he didn't immediately delete it. The way you work your tongue makes my heart melt. Okay. Greg is the peak of males? No. I love it when you keep sucking. Thinking of last night, thanks for smashing your ass against me so hard. You're both such perfect sluts. This, ooh, please tell me someone has this fucking... Christ, I don't have this video, but he actually posted a video of him walking through a Target. Some chick was like on the ground or passed out, and he fucking smirks and just keeps walking. I'm back. I did not see Joker yet. It's a good movie from what I've heard. I haven't seen it yet, but I've watched a vibe check clip multiple times. Seriously, how isn't his Twitter pervasion of minors? Oh, it is, but Twitter won't do shit because Twitter's fucking useless, right? Jack Dorsey, the CEO of Twitter, is a little bitch, right? And I'm gonna say this very nicely. He will ban people for political opinions and talking shit to each other on Twitter, right? But oh, take it easy, Sammy. But he'll ban people for, like, his company will ban people for shit talking and shit posting and all that. But pedophiles and all that, and people like Greg can just run around on Twitter with no care in the goddamn world, right? There's literally a fucking group of pedophiles on Twitter who call themselves MAPs, or minor attracted persons, that Twitter just won't do shit about. They genuinely don't do fucking shit on Twitter, and it's incredibly pathetic. Jack Dorsey can go fuck himself, and that's why I'll never pay money or own stock in Twitter. Because I'm no cap. There's a petition to get Greg off Patreon. Next will be Twitter, hopefully. That's also another thing with Patreon. They don't ban people who do shit that's against patrons' TOS. That's also something. I hate to be negative and a downer, but Patreon is also one of those ones that's a pain in the ass. I think Greg knows someone who's higher up on YouTube, which I got away with copyright claiming. Well, here's the thing. YouTube does a hands-off thing when it comes to copyright claims. Oh yeah, there's some maps who are calling themselves pears now. Why would you want to be the worst fruit? Pears are a fruit, right? Why are all these platforms so useless? Because a lot of these are ran by essentially smug Silicon Valley types who but believe that political opinions are the worst thing ever and won't ban people for shit that's actually important. I wish I was kidding. Oh, you're welcome, Becca. But yes, people like him bring in money. Actually, pears are a subcategory of meat. I'm sorry, Mystic. Everyone in possible and actual positions stop immediately is failing every minor and vulnerable person. Here's my opinion, right? We are getting so close to the end of Greg, essentially. I'm not a fan of pears, alright? They're not avocados bad. I do not like avocados, straight up. But, you know, essentially Greg is lucky because the people that would ban him are also, like, smug, pretentious assholes. So it's... YouTube won't do shit. People like that won't do shit. Twitter, Patreon. It's nice seeing that Chris Hansen essentially... I do not like avocados. I'm sorry. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I don't think they should be banned. I just don't like them. Don't eat them. I'm sorry. Okay. This is too political for me. I'm sorry. I've seen a pair emoji in someone's Twitter. They're a pedo. The more you know. Oh Christ. But here's the thing, right? Knowing that people like Chris actually went to the FBI and there's something going on after him, that makes me feel fucking good. I'm genuinely excited. And, you know, it's nice seeing that the people that he's essentially fucked over are coming out against him, and everything is essentially, like, it's only a matter of time. I'm eating guacamole as I'm watching this. You made me shit. I'm sorry, Sarah. If it makes you guys feel any better, my favorite fruit is probably blueberries. We riot graffiti. YouTube, Patreon, Twitter, buildings. I think they should need to be held accountable for their part. They should be, but they won't. It's sad to say it like this, but YouTube, obviously they keep hands off when it comes to like copyright claims and strikes, and there's a reason for that, and I get it. It's annoying as fuck, but I get it. But with Twitter, you know, I'm sorry, I don't see why banning somebody who talks politics is like as important as trying to get pedophiles off of your fucking website. Yeah, I'm sorry, but YouTube had bigger problems, I think, than banning people like Alex Jones or anyone on the left or anyone on the right. instead of actually trying to do something about people on their platform that fucked over people. And people like Greg who have had a noted track record of just being shitty fucking people to children and grooming people into disgusting shit. I'm of the belief that, you know, those are the kind of people that should be deplatformed instead of anybody who talks politics, anybody who has an edgy opinion, anybody who makes an edgy joke should not be deplatformed, I think. They fucking deleted Vomit Cake. They fucking deleted Vomit Cake. The fucking one of the best videos from Filthy Frank, they fucking deleted. Because it doesn't meet the guidelines anymore. Yet Greg can fucking dance around in a goddamn banana suit. What the fuck? I like squash. Squash is seed, so it's a fruit. Pumpkins are fruit. I feel it. Chocolate's the only thing that matters. Yep. Also, that's rude there, Chris. But no, it's so just disappointing. Oh, hair cake is not hair cake, but vomit cake. Vomit cake is the I think the second or third one. Hungry fuckers are going on about fruits. I feel it. I can't make edgy jokes on Twitter because family decided to follow me. Oh, that's why I don't tell any of my family that I do shit like this. None of my family members know that I have a YouTube, a Twitter. They barely know that I have a fucking Facebook account. I don't have my profile photo on my Facebook account. I also don't really talk to my family too much, if I'm being honest. So that's a different story. Now, Christ. Okay, thanks, Twitter. Way to blind the shit out of me. So I want to read this because we're probably going to wrap the stream up a little bit because your boy wants to get some lunch and has to go to bed early for work and wants to play some more Death Stranding. So, like 3 or 4 things there. But so Onision said here, there are a few things more pathetic than a guy who's rich for playing video games complaining about this shit, which was his PewDiePie's like YouTube drama video, and then PewDiePie said himself here, considering Onision's whole life reads like a shitty soap opera, I'm guessing he's one of a few things. Like 6. Well, I'm in dinner. I'm off of it. I'm all over the place today. Okay. You know, it's finally good to see. I don't understand how people like Nasty, Greasy, Flawed, and Decone are allowed to continue, but other people are deplatformed for ridiculous reasons. I feel it. Oh, I'm pretty cool for some party. Dinner's well. It's 6. Oh, and to be fair, I have not seen this. Okay, I have not seen this clip, so we're gonna react to this. Some sleep. You're going crazy. Nope. Thanks, YouTube.
A girl messaged me on Instagram, and she's really cool, but especially after all this shit, I'm so skeptical to talk to anybody ever again because you can't say anything to people without them being like, "Ew, you're trying to groom me." I don't know.
Okay, let's roll that back. This stupid bitch just said this, so let's go through.
A girl messaged me on Instagram, and she's really cool, but especially after all this.
Now, mind you, Kai said girl and not like you know, this woman, this chick. Really telling there. Let me rewind this shit. Hang on.
Messaged me on Instagram.
Wow, fuck! I didn't rewind that harder.
A girl
Girl. That's intriguing. That's a word. Hang on, let me grab my phone here. I wanna look up something. Because I'm also a needy, pedantic son of a bitch, and I'm just gonna say this. Hey Google, what's the definition of the word girl? Oh Christ. Hang on. What is the definition of a girl?
Here's the definition of girl. A female child.
Huh. A female child. A female child. That's weird. Kind of a Freudian slip there, eh, Kai? As opposed to going incel? I am not an incel.
Girl messaged me on Instagram, and she's really cool, but especially after all this shit, I'm so skeptical to talk to anybody ever again, because you can't say anything to people without them being like, ew, you're trying to groom me. I don't know. Girl messaged me on
I'm afraid to wait as a woman if
and
she's giving off
really
very demeaning. Well, well, what I'm saying is, okay, like, my context with this is knowing the history, especially of people like Sarah. It's a bit of a Freudian slip, I feel. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like a Freudian slip.
cool, but especially after all this shit, I'm so skeptical to talk to anybody.
I love how Kai is making himself a fucking victim here. It's not about Sarah, it's not about anybody else. It's Kai's problem.
Especially after all this shit, I'm so skeptical to talk to anybody.
I'm so skeptical to talk to anybody, even though I did something fucking horrible. Someone who's essentially a goddamn child. You know, it's that's intriguing too.
Ever again, because you can't say anything to people without them being like, ew, you're trying to groom me. I don't know.
You're trying to groom me. Oh, sorry. My bad.
Without them being like, ew, you're trying to groom me. I don't know.
In that little dismissive. Hang on. Oh, you're trying to groom me. Oh, Also, hey, KX. You know something? I'm gonna say this very nicely. I didn't really think about this. I guess until more recently. Man, is Kai a hateful bitch. I forgot Kai was Kai and not Lady. Ah, you're good. Yeah, you know, Kai.
I'm so skeptical to talk to anybody.
I'm so skeptical to talk to anybody. Fuck you. Seriously, fuck you.
Ever again, because you can't say anything to people without them being like, ew, you're trying to groom me. I don't know.
Wow, this person have a track record of doing awful stuff. I wonder why they'd be fucking skeptical. Seriously. Ah, Christ. Kai is a product of Greg. That's all I have to say. Mannerisms, tone, same prickish attitude. Birds of a fucking feather. I'm sorry. I know they were sweet. This kind of gets the worst presents ever. At the very least 10 years. Really quick here. We're going through. I cannot emphasize enough how amazing your ass looks bobbing in the air as you suck my cock. Christ. I'm making pizza. Am I late? Slightly. This is cringe. If you see somebody posting this unironically, there's a problem. Deadly infection spread, we must burn to get rid. I'm gonna really quickly go back to the screensaver because I want to see something here. I have a message on here, and I'm trying to make sure. Oh, it was it was from Maxie earlier. Thank you, Maxie. Really quick here. I want to find one thing. He's a true G. I feel it. Okay, here we go. This is some cringe, and I knew he probably posted something recently. If you take old joke videos where where I'm literally staging drama as if it's real, I desperately need to see a full load of cum dripping down your face. Desperately, it would be so sexy. Oof. What did I think of the Billy live stream yesterday? I thought it was pretty great, and especially at the end when Chris essentially says that the FBI are coming for him. Holy shit! I'm ready. I'm ready for this. Onision is so desperate to avoid looking like he's guilty, that he's desperately trying to make himself look guilty. It's impressive. How can one grown man seriously, like, what compels someone to say, huh, you know, it's a great idea, I'm gonna tweet this out. This is gonna make me look innocent. Just an intimidation tactic. But who's it intimidating? It just makes him look guilty. Why is he so horny on main all the time? Well, hang on here. Hang on. I can show you exactly why he's horny all the time. He's the living embodiment of this meme. The 20-year-old Coomer is essentially Greg, just aged up by 20 years. He is pathetic. Greg did a live stream on his Twitter, and he actually said some stuff about the Shiloh stuff. Specific part where he throws candy at her as part of a skit and script, LMAO. I swear to God. How does one grown man act like such a little bitch? There was clearly no script, and he's just desperate to try to save face to the two people who will believe that. Which, the fact there are people that actually believe that is sad. And just pathetic. He's pretending he's not circling the drain, we'll both be gone soon enough. Okay. Kai, at the very least, for the images that we know of, is getting at least 10 years. The FBI is going to go nuts. Only drinks his own cum, how the fuck? It's a great question. He even got out hard drives that had old videos and asked patrons how to fix them. Oh, Greg, just wait till that FBI agent, wait till that FBI agent comes by. He'll show you how to fix it. As he slams your head into the goddamn ground. He'll be taking all those hard drives. Oh my god. Now, as glorious as this has been, talking about Greg will probably give me another copyright claim. So we're gonna go for another copyright claim from him. Because I know there was a new video recently. Hang on here. Really quick. Well, okay, there's a couple new tweets. We're gonna just read the last bits of these tweets, and then we're going to probably end the stream for tonight. I wonder what Greg's relationship with his parents were like. Probably not any good. Did he do another Oh, hey, you're right. You are right. I didn't even look at that. To Kiwifarms we go. Because admittedly, I have not been through the Kiwifarms threads. Where is Beauty Parlor? There has been a noticeable increase in fucking pages on the threads, so that's something. Obviously, I just kind of forgot that was all tied to the Chris Hansen stream. Oh yeah, he's doing another book, and it's a shit show. Oh, that's Onision fan art content somehow? Okay. But Crimson Rogue do a video on it. Can Andy read it again? I don't know if Andy's up, but I could take a look. Hang on. I'm scrolling through the thread. The new book isn't even fun to read. It's stupid and gross. Oh, I agree. It's disgusting and embarrassing. Hang on. I want to see something here. Someone on. Oh, okay. That's somebody different. Sorry, hang on. We're scrolling through. I'm just making sure I'm a thread. Not fun to read, but it's fun to watch others read it. Oh yes, it's probably the worst thing I've ever read in my life, and I hate every single bit of it. Christ. Oh, hey, this is also interesting. I'm gonna tab that as well. I guess that pathetic little spineless cunt Billy the Fridge said something also recently. And yeah, hang on. Why do we subject ourselves to such torture? Why not? Why not? Scrolling through. There's almost 10 more pages. Oh. Thanks, Xbox. I didn't need to know that. Billy the whom? Oh, Billy the Fridge. He's a fat ass who, one of Greg's friends, who also has, again, no spine. And is also kind of a little bitch, I think, as I may have said a few times. He brought up, if you remember the Repsi, like when he slandered Repsion, Greg slandered Repsion. Billy's a friend of Greg's. Billy is a friend of Greggy's. And again, also, he is a little bitch. We'll get to that in a second. I'm just scrolling through, just in case. Tell you what, fuck it. We're gonna go to the Billy the Fridge video. And I'm going to the video itself. Now, by the way, he made this. I'm seeing Billy Greg. Doesn't Greg hate fat people? Yes, he does. Oh, is this muted? One second. Let me make sure. Okay, hang. Technical difficulties here. Did I mute this tab? Oh, yeah, I muted the whole of YouTube. Oh, Christ.
After Sarah, the day after Sarah publicly stated that her and Onision had a sexual relationship, I was scheduled to go record a bunch of YouTube videos at Onision's house, and I thought about just canceling altogether, but inevitably I went there to have a conversation with Onision, and that conversation ended with me no longer wanting to work with him.
Now, mind you, this was also after he, I believe he, like, shit all over the girls for talking about shit too, and also after he fucking gave, like, false information to Onision to slander Repsion. Fuck off.
And I didn't make that public because I didn't feel like it needed to be public. I didn't shy away from the topic if someone directly asked me.
I didn't feel like it needed to be made public. Just the fact that, this guy's a fucking scumbag and I was friends with him. And I didn't try to call him out. I didn't try to do anything. And instead, I'm going to be a little bitch. And then, when people talks about it, then I'm going to bring it up. Fuck you, Billy. I'm sorry. I'm a little angry.
Me about it. But I guess I just want to say...
I feel like Hicks.
All the girls that have been hurt by Onision, and you could probably go back and see me liking some of their tweets that would come in a chain of tweets that I was being responded to or in, to show support to them in a personal way. I never wanted to make it thought that I didn't support their pain or their hurt. But I didn't publicly say that I, stand by the girls, and I definitely do. I see the hurt it's caused to these girls that I've never met.
Those are people
I've ever met
made
anybody
for him.
that was in a
pretty good, Mystic,
sexual relationship with Onision, other than Kai, who I met twice.
Hang on. Sad Potatoes, a fan of Batman. Why are so many bad people a fan of Batman? I know, seriously, disturb people who love Batman. Well, because those people think that the way Batman does things is, I guess, like the fear and all that is something they can use for them. So that's why they like it. Batman had a dark past. Batman did awful shit. Is Mystic Dork related to Deadwing Dork? Nope. But Deadwing Dork is pretty great.
And maybe said a few words to. I don't think we had a real conversation. My relationship with Onision was very much just with Onision. It was going to the movies, going to a fun center, filming videos, going to dinner. It was it. I wasn't like one of these people that lived with him or spent a lot of time at his house. Before this last time that I went to his house, I think I hadn't seen him at his house for over a year. I believe the last time I was at his house was when Madison DeCambra was there for the last time. So you can put that timeline together. Sure, we would go get Airbnbs to film in. We would come over to my place and film. It was a working relationship that wasn't very emotionally driven by any sort of drama, and I definitely had times where that relationship in itself may have ended, and it didn't. And
like, hey, this part made me question his integrity, like you didn't know what kind of person Nissan really is. Yeah, man, I just worked with Charlie Manson. I didn't know anything about those murders. He seemed like a nice guy, except for all the helter-skelter shit. It seemed like a really good person. Charlie was a little wacko, but, the helter-skelter, I got used to after a while. What the fuck, man? Why do you feel like? Why do you think Seer hasn't talked about his relationship with his friendship with Nissan? He's the only person who he was friends with without intent to groom him. I think Seer wants to probably just move on, which I can't blame Seer. Seer's getting way more views on Twitch than Craig is getting on any video, and people seem to like him. Unlike Greg, so that's something. I tell you what, you want to jam something in Greg's crawl? I wish I could, because I'm banned from his YouTube chat and stuff. Tell him how many viewers Seer got on his last stream. Just do that. Do that, is all I gotta say.
And we kept going on through the allegations. Because allegations were allegations, I talked to Madison DeCambra at the time that the first initial allegations came out, and she didn't think that anything was up with Onision or Kai and Sarah, and Sarah herself had said there weren't. So people who want to try and bring me down for this stuff. I'm sorry. It wasn't a part of my life at all. I didn't know anything more than you do about it. And I'm sorry if anybody felt like I wasn't supporting the girls that are hurt, because I do feel like that pain is very valid and it's reoccurring. And just a friend of mine, Jessica, who we'd filmed with Onision, she was a very big supporter of Onision and Kai, and just the other day, it's come out that she's no longer friends with them, and it just sucks. It sucks to see people I care about hurting, and it sucks to see people I don't even know hurting. So that's it, I guess. I don't know what else to say. Every time I try and talk about this, I'm very, I don't know, crass. It's the type of person I am. I say things that are edgy, I guess. And I say them in a way that's not very considerate. And it can be taken to look like I'm victim blaming, and that's not the case at all. I don't think anybody's to blame but Onision for the way he treats people time and again, right? Like, I said that in the same video where the clip was taken where people said I was victim blaming. I said, no one's to blame for this but Onision. He's a bit of an asshole, and he has hurt people time and again. That's the common thread here.
He's hurt people time and again, and obviously he'd done it for a very, very long time before even you had met him. But Billy, your excuses, well, I didn't know about it. I didn't talk to, Kai at all while I was friends with Greg, which is odd. I've heard people, there's some people that do that kind of shit, but it was odd. Billy looks like Jay from Jay and Silent Bob if Jay got really, really fat. I'm sorry, that's all I had to say. That's all I can think of when I look at him. But no, Billy, this excuse-laden bullshit is so fucking dumb. Billy, this video made you look like a fucking moron. You still haven't apologized to the fucking Repsion, as far as I know of, for essentially giving Greg hints that he was the fucking one that apparently had raped a girl, which don't know where the fuck that all came from, but and here's the biggest thing, Billy. You need to learn before you open your mouth. Maybe think about it. Maybe take some time in your head and think, does that make sense? Oh, you did what? Oh yeah, so because I did a video on Greg slandering Repsion by saying that he was a sexual assaulter. Turns out that apparently he had gotten the information from Billy the Fridge, and Greg had somewhat misconstrued it, but he still gave him information that made Greg jump to a conclusion. Greg is pathetic. Hey, Kaylee. You came in right as we're getting close to the end of the stream. Well, there's one last thing I want to talk about. I basically slandered him. Yep. one last thing I want to talk about, and I'm trying to find it again here. But it's going to be worth the end of this, so I'm sorry. Trying to scroll through here. There has to be somebody who's posted this. I'm scrolling through on Kiwifarms. So, okay. I saw this on Twitter, but I just figured I'd pull this up from Kiwifarms, because why not? Billy was a brick. Well, there's a brick for a brain, even though she was smart enough to leave Greg, says a lot about Kai. Oh, yeah. Now, by the way, I know that a lot of people are really trying to catfish Greg, and they're also paying for his Patreon, and I'm going to say this very nicely. If you're paying for his Patreon, you're giving him money to do the kind of shit he's doing now. Don't do it. Don't fucking do it. Fucking moronic. But I want to read this conversation. So, this person named June, and June, you're a fucking moron if you're listening. I'm sorry. You could be a fan of mine, but you're giving him cash, so. Hi, I really love your videos. I've been watching since I was like 10. Yeah? I'm a huge fan. I'm sorry my tier is so low. I'm going to go higher, but my family's pretty poor as of late. Why is this person fucking dumb? Oh, you'll see. You'll see. We're having to move in with a family friend and sell hella stuff. Your videos always made me feel better when times were rough. When I get a new job, professor is my tier. A huge fucking fan. Thanks for being a great day. And Onision, awesome you support me. Everyone here has to be 18 plus, just so you know. June, my birthday is in a week. Do you think I can stay a patron? Only adults can be here, so if you're an adult, you can be here. I'll take this as a yes. June, I'm actually 19. I created this account as a joke. Everything I said was a lie. I hope you go to jail for what you did to Sarah. Fucking ugly predatory fuck. Onision, lying is wrong, so all you really did here was pay me just to establish you're a liar. Bye. Yeah, no, this is dumb on both ends. One, because it's Greg, and it's fucking dumb. But June, I hope you're listening to this somehow. You gave him money to just try to catfish him, but you still gave him money, you fucking moron. You gave him money. Why would you give him money? Like, oh my god. I'm sorry. Even giving him $1, aren't these people weens? They are. This is the kind of people who would who fucked with people like Chris Chan and all that. Stop being someone like this. Hey, what'd you miss? You're missing the end of this is the end of a stream. But we talked about a lot of stuff, including how moronic Greg is and stuff like that. It was just a whole bunch of shit. But I do recommend rewinding back if you want to watch the stream. Because we're about to wrap it up now. Because I'm tired, I'm hungry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There will be a stream this weekend. Probably Saturday night. Maybe Sunday morning. Then sometime Sunday, the day that I stream, the next day after, I'll stream a game, because I'm getting close to finishing Death Stranding. I'm sorry, Kaylee. The video of Shiloh and Greg and he throws candy corn at her. I feel like I've seen it before, yeah. Oh man. But I'll say this. Set notification for streaming. I will post something on the community tab, so it should show up there. But YouTube doesn't like to show everything, because YouTube is YouTube, and YouTube's great. YouTube's a great platform. I'm totally not gonna complain. YouTube's great. However, though, I'm gonna start sending out tweet notifications. So if you do want to see on Twitter, it should show up like a "Hey, I'm streaming now" kind of thing when it goes live. But I'll try to tweet like about an hour or so beforehand. I steal kids' information. That's why I like Greg. At least you're probably not affected by COPPA. Yeah. Trust me, I've had to deal with the COPPA shit because YouTube's like, oh hey, go use our new shitty studio if you want to not get fucked over. So yeah, I guess I'll follow you. Hey, also Discord, I try to put out notifications. I didn't do one today, but I try. That's a thing. But anyways, with this, I'm going to switch back to that. I'm going to take off the bow tie I was wearing. I wore a bow tie for this stream. I felt like it. Why not? And I'm going to say to everybody, take it easy. Have a good night. I'm going to rest my voice for today. I'm researching the next video, which should come, I'm hoping sometime next week. Oh man, I miss all the good shit. I'm sorry. But the next video, by the way, really quick, is going to be more of a lighthearted affair. And it's only talking about smear campaigns and a whole bunch of other shit. I was wearing it the whole time. Why wouldn't I? But the next video is going to talk about a smear campaign against a popular creator on YouTube. So that's something. It's also less depressing than every other video I've made lately. So hey, smear campaigns? Smear campaigns. Get some sleep or I will hurt. I get some sleep. Don't worry. Anyways, take it easy, everybody. Have a good night. I will see y'all tomorrow. Talk about Gabby. This is a little older than that. The Gabby Hanna thing I have not looked too much into. The only thing I know about Gabby Hanna is that Rice Gum is not a fan of her, which inadvertently makes me mildly like her slightly. That's mostly because I haven't looked into the new Gabby Hanna shit. So hey, I'm not a fan of Rice Gum, if you can tell, because content is as repetitive as RealStreamNews is. I let you guys know at the beginning. That was at the top of the hour. Anyways, take it easy. Or top of the 2 hours and 11 minutes. Yeah, whatever. Take it easy, everybody. Have a good night. I will see y'all soon. The Twitter is FUZHOUYT. It should be in the description if you scroll down. There we go. Alright, take it easy. Good night.